So hi, I'm Janet. I'm from California. That's where I grew up and went to college and medical school, and then decided to come all the way out here to New Haven for this program for multiple reasons. So being in the primary care program, I think. Okay, so I'm a second year, I guess. Okay. So.
Start at the beginning.
You start all over again. All right. So hi, I'm Janet. I'm a second year resident in the primary care program. I'm originally from California, went to college there and medical school, and then decided to move myself all the way out here to New Haven for this program, and it's been fantastic. So reasons why someone would leave sunny California for all of this in New Haven. For me, a large part of my decision was just the community and the feel of this program itself. So in looking at programs when I was interviewing, there's some bigger ones and some smaller ones. This one was kind of right in the middle, and that really gave me the chance to meet a lot of interesting people. I love my classmates, and at the same time, it gives me a smaller, cozier feel. And so we hang out a lot, we get to know each other, and it's really great when you run into each other on the floors. But aside from that, the faculty here are so great, and they are just so encouraging and enthusiastic. And being a smaller program, I think that's been really beneficial in getting things done. So for instance, things that I came into residency being interested in included a whole myriad areas, and part of that is global health, part of that is primary care. I don't know if I'm going to go into any specialty, but there's certainly options for exploring all of those. One thing though that I have been interested in and that I've actually been able to pursue here is kind of advocacy for primary care. And so being both down here in New Haven and up in Waterbury really gives us a wide range of patient populations that we want to work with. And for myself, I'd wanted to, in particular, work with some underserved populations and with a large Spanish-speaking population, which is what I was used to in California. And I've been able to do all that at Chase with my continuity clinic. Moreover, just the differences, I guess, in the two hospitals really allows you to look at health and healthcare from a variety of angles. And so as part of this advocacy and just kind of promotion of primary care, some of the things that I've gotten involved in are helping to start up, I guess, this group called Primary Care Progress, which is a large national organization. And there's a chapter at Yale that was started in a collaboration with people from medical school, nursing schools, public health, and then just community members. And we meet regularly to talk about how we can promote primary care and learn more about it at the same time. On a, I guess, a different level, I had the opportunity to have 2 floor months back to back. And so I was there for 60 days and happened to notice just a huge number of my patients that I had taken care of coming back. And in talking with some other classmates about that and with faculty, that actually opened, I guess, the doors to a whole bunch of other projects that we're pursuing. And this, I guess, centers around what's a very hot topic in primary care right now, which is just healthcare reform, and as one area of that, transitions of care. So taking care of patients safely and efficiently and helping them move from their homes to the hospital to discharge and back home safely and efficiently. And so having noticed this, a group of us went to some of our advisors and were like, we're interested in this. We want to study this. What do you think? And they were just welcoming us with open arms, giving us support, encouragement, ideas. And that, I think, that access to having these mentors and these advisors has been really unique and a great part of this program. I don't know.
Great.
Okay.
Now let me just ask you a question, and then you're going to incorporate the question, because I liked you were talking about the transitions. I just want to make sure that we can use it. So I want you to answer the question, what project are you involved in right now? What kind of opportunity do you have at Yale or at the primary care program to pursue things that are of interest to you?
So the project that I'm currently involved in is called kind of broadly Transitions of Care at Waterbury Hospital. And it's a multi-part project which includes multiple aspects of the discharge process. So we were interested in figuring out not only how to reduce the number of readmissions within 30 days of patients back to the hospital, but what the patient's experiences were, and also to learn more about pieces of the discharge process and the admission process overall that might be intervened upon to help fix this or make it better. So one thing that we're doing, I guess, is we're doing a chart review, looking at all of the readmissions that have happened and seeing if there is any overlying themes that we can intervene upon. Another part of this is a kind of longitudinal qualitative interview of patients who have been readmitted because there's kind of a dearth of qualitative information about this area. And then as a third part, you know, while all this is happening, we would love to do something now because there are patients who are being admitted now and can't wait for all of this data analysis to go on. And so that's actually a current project that we're working on, is what sort of little interventions can we as residents do on the floors in our teams to help improve patient outcomes.
Great. I want you to tell me that again, but one of the things that you didn't say this time that you said before that I think is really cool that I didn't know, which is that this came out of an observation that you and others made, and now you're able to act on it to do something.
Okay.
So
can you grab my cell phone, please? I wonder if it's Monic. Sorry. Okay. I guess he's on his way.
okay. So that's it. Okay.
It's rolling.
Okay. So one of
Okay.
the things I want you to talk about is how you were able to take an observation you made and turn it into a project. Or
Yeah. So actually one of the projects that I'm involved in and feel really fortunate to have the opportunity to do this is something that's kind of broadly called the Transitions of Care at Waterbury Hospital project. And really for me, how it started was at the end of intern year, I happened to have 2 back-to-back floor months at Waterbury Hospital. So that's a span of 60 days. And what I noticed was that patients that I'd taken care of during the first block were coming back in just an unbelievable quantity during my second month there. And having noticed this large number of returns to the hospital, I talked about it with some of my classmates, and it felt like something that we could do. It felt like a problem that we could do something about. And so we brought this to some of our attendings on the floor and some of our advisors, and they were just so encouraging and enthusiastic about helping us pursue both study of this as well as coming up with an intervention that we could implement as residents to decrease this problem. So really now in working in the project, and especially with, I guess, the Affordable Care Act kind of penalizing hospitals for not taking this into account as some of their quality measurements. It's a hot topic right now in healthcare. And what we're doing is, one, we're studying what the problem is for our patients at Waterbury. So we're doing a chart review to look at factors that may contribute to our patients being readmitted so soon. The second thing we're doing is a qualitative interview, so actually hearing from the patients, their perspective and their experiences, and maybe learning from them things that we hadn't considered that might help with their safe discharge. And then the third thing is we'll be talking with other residents that we're working with and coming up with simple interventions that we can implement now to see if that makes a difference as far as care for our patients.
Good.
Okay.
I'm going to step out just to text Jorge to tell him
Okay.
to meet us over here.
Okay.
But you can go without me.
Okay.
Anytime.
Oh, okay, thanks. So another great aspect of this program is being in Waterbury, we have the opportunity to really integrate and become part of a different community and a different patient population from that we see in New Haven. And so as part of really helping ourselves become integrated and more well-known with community members, we've been holding a Waterbury Health Fair every year. So this year was the 9th health fair, and it's downtown at the YMCA. People come, both our patients and community members. There are ads on the radio, and it's a great family day to talk about health and do a lot of the preventative health things that are very important. So screenings for blood pressure, referrals for people, voter registration, massages, all sorts of things. And this not only helps us reach out to the community, but it helps the community get to know us a little bit more, especially because we're commuting back and forth. So in collaboration with community health specialists as well as other health organizations, this is a great annual event that you can definitely take part in.